Chapter 12. Leo. The dwarves did not try very hard to lose him, which made Leo suspicious. They stayed just at the edge of his vision, scampering over red-tiled roofs, knocking over window boxes, whooping and hollering, and leaving a trail of screws and nails from Leo's tool belt, almost as if they wanted Leo to follow. He jogged after them, cursing every time his pants fell down. He turned a corner and saw two ancient stone towers jutting into the sky, side by side, much taller than anything else in the neighborhood. Maybe medieval watchtowers? They leaned in different directions like gear shifts on a race car. The Kirkhopes scaled the tower on the right. When they reached the top, they climbed around the backside and disappeared. Had they gone inside? Leo could see some tiny windows at the top covered with metal grates, but he doubted those would stop the dwarves. He watched for a minute, but the Kirkhopes did not reappear, which meant Leo had to get up there and look for them. "Great," he muttered. No flying friend to carry him up? The ship was too far away to call for help. He could jury-rig the Archimedes spear into some sort of flying device, maybe, but only if he had his tool belt, which he didn't. He scanned the neighborhood, trying to think. Half a block down, a set of double glass doors opened, and an old lady hobbled out, carrying plastic shopping bags. A grocery store? Leo patted his pockets. To his amazement, he still had some euro notes from the last time he was in Rome. Those stupid dwarves had taken everything except his money. He ran for the store as fast as his zipperless pants would allow. Leo scoured the aisles, looking for things he could use. He didn't know the Italian for, "Hello, where are your dangerous chemicals, please?" but that was probably just as well. He didn't want to end up in an Italian jail. Fortunately, he didn't need to read labels. He could just tell from picking up a toothpaste tube whether it contained potassium nitrate or not. He found charcoal, he found sugar and baking soda. The store sold matches and bug spray and aluminum foil. Pretty much everything he needed, plus a laundry cord that he could use as a belt. He added some Italian junk food to the basket, just to sort of disguise his more precious purchases, then dumped his stuff at the register. A wide-eyed checkout lady asked him some questions he did not understand, but he managed to pay, get a bag, and race out. Leo ducked into the nearest doorway where he could keep an eye on the towers. He started to work, summoning fire to dry out the materials and do a little cooking that otherwise would have taken days to complete. Every once in a while he sneaked off to look at the tower, but there was no sign of the dwarves. Leo could only hope that they were still up there. Making his arsenal took just a few minutes. He was that good, but it felt like hours. Jason did not show. Maybe he was still tangled at the Neptune fountain, or scouring the streets looking for Leo. No one else from the ship came to help. Probably it was taking them a long time to get those pink rubber bands out of Coach Hedges' hair. That meant Leo had only himself, his bag of junk food, and a few highly improvised weapons made from sugar and toothpaste. Oh, and the Archimedes spear. That was kind of important. He hoped he hadn't ruined it by filling it with chemical powder. He ran to the tower and found the entrance. He stared up at the winding stairs inside, only to be stopped at a ticket booth by some caretaker who yelled at him in Italian. "Seriously?" Leo asked. "Look, man, you got dwarfs in your belfry. I'm the exterminator." He held up his can of bug spray. "The exterminator! Molotto buono! Squirt, squirt! Ah!" He pantomimed a dwarf melting in terror, which for some reason the Italian didn't seem to understand. The guy just held out his palm for money. "Dang, man!" Leo grumbled. "I just spent all my cash on homemade explosives and whatnot." He dug around in his grocery bag. "Don't suppose you'd accept, whatever these are?" Leo held up a yellow and red bag of junk food called Fonzie's. He assumed they were some kind of chips. To his surprise, the caretaker shrugged and took the bag. "Avante." Leo kept climbing, but he made a mental note to stock up on Fonzie's. Apparently, they were better than cash in Italy. The stairs went on and on and on. The whole tower seemed to be nothing but an excuse to build a staircase. He stopped on a landing and slumped against a narrow barred window, trying to catch his breath. He was sweating like crazy. His heart thumped against his ribs. Stupid Kirkhopes. Leo figured that soon as he reached the top, they would jump away before he could use his weapons, but he had to try. He kept climbing. Finally, his legs feeling like overcooked noodles, he reached the summit.